Hello, everybody. Scott Cheslowitz back with segment number 2 of Tax Talk. And today I have a wonderful bankruptcy attorney, Adrienne Woods, who's with me. And Adrienne, we're going to continue a little bit about what taxes are not discharged in bankruptcy and what are. Are there a few tips you want to give us?
Yeah, so Scott, basically, there are a few conditions that you have to meet if a tax debt is of the type that is dischargeable. So we were talking before about how trust fund taxes are not dischargeable. But even if it's, say, for instance, an income tax, right, something that could be discharged, you still need to make a few conditions. So the relevant tax return has to have been filed at least 2 years before you file for bankruptcy. There can't have been any indicia of fraud. So, if you did something to intentionally avoid paying the taxes, like changing your name, that's going to be a problem. Similarly, the tax has to be assessed and actually due from a period of time past. So there are a few conditions that you need to meet. So again, you should have a conversation with your accountant and your lawyer if you think you might have tax debt that you can discharge, because you may or may not be able to.
No, absolutely. And to your point, Adrienne, most important, you really can't play games with the law, because that's not going to save you in terms of not paying your taxes. And, there are conditions out there that you need to speak to your accountant and your bankruptcy attorney about before you go about doing this. And the right bankruptcy attorney is going to tell you the truth. They're not just going to tell you what you want to hear and take your money. They're going to say, well, this is a problem or it's not a problem. And you need to have your professionals in the room. I've always said, Adrienne, that people need to buy advisory services. Now, that's taboo, right? When a professional comes out and says, you need to spend money and you need to spend it on me, because it sounds self-serving. Well, you know what? I would never tell anybody to buy advisory services where they're not going to get a substantial benefit.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
People can be really penny wise and pound foolish, I find, in terms of not wanting to spend the money on professionals. And then, unfortunately, they end up spending more money down the line.
Absolutely, Adrienne.